Hello, hello, family. Welcome back to yet another episode of Oh to Be Whole with me, Camille Young. So glad you're here with me on today. Yes, hello to my holy rollers. Y'all know I'm going to greet you every time I come on. So glad you're here with me. And to my new viewers, thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit like, share, and make sure you comment down in that comment section. Okay, my book, you guys, is here. The book is here, and some of you may even may have already received it, or it's in the mail on its way to you. So just so excited about that. I really hope that you all enjoy the book. I'm going to actually do an episode, just talking about the book a little bit more. And just thank you so much for your support. Some of you I didn't expect support from, that I got support from. And there's some people that I expected some support from and that I didn't get support from. But I am grateful for all of you who have taken the time to purchase the book. And I just appreciate you so much. And again, I hope that you really enjoy this read. Okay? Thank you so much. All right. Well, look. Again, we're going to dive in. Oh, let me make this announcement again. If you are needing some coaching support, what I like to call holistic wellness coaching, please reach out to me at otobewhole@gmail.com, or you can reach out to me on my website at otobewhole.com. Again, if you want to purchase a book, if you haven't already, or you want to gift a book to someone and you've already purchased a book, go to my website, otobewhole.com, hit shop, and you can purchase your book there. It won't take but maybe a minute or so to do that. I tried to make that process as easy as possible for you, okay? Thank you in advance. All right, well, let's dive into today's topic. Y'all, today's topic is women proposing to men, yes or nah? Okay. Excuse me, y'all. Sinuses, honey. It's that time of the year. Let me tell you what prompted this topic for me. I was watching a show on television. It's a reality show. And I think the title of it is Will You Marry Me, or something to that effect. But the object of the show is for girlfriends who are dating. They are going to propose to their boyfriends. Okay? They're going to ask their boyfriends to marry them. So, initially when I was watching it, I was like, let me just go. I wasn't really interested. I said, but let me just go ahead and watch it and just see what it's all about before I give a judgment. So I did watch it. And the end result was exactly what I thought in the beginning. It's crazy. Okay. And let me not say crazy, but to me, it's not something that women should begin to do. I've heard of women doing that before, and I'm not saying it can't work out, but I believe, and it's less about tradition, okay? Yes, I'm a traditional woman, but it's less about tradition, but it's more about roles. Like, we wonder why men are not more assertive. We wonder why some men are just, not moving forward on certain things or taking a leadership role in their marriages or in their relationships or all of those things. We wonder why, these things are happening. And it seems like the man is taking more of a passive role and the woman is taking more of the bold role. And don't get me wrong. I believe in women, being assertive. I believe in women being able to be good leaders. But I also believe that, certain things should be relegated for certain sexes. I'm just going to be honest. That's what I feel. And one of those things that I think that we as women have done, we've become so independent. We want to be equal to men. And I get that. I don't want to be equal to a man. I don't. Some of you may. I don't. Now, I want it an equitable. Do I want things to be equitable with men? Absolutely. Being equitable and being equal, those are two totally different things. They're similar, but they're different. Okay. And I want an equitable, when I'm thinking about even relationships and even with jobs, let it be equitable. I mean, to me, there's really no way to be equal because we are different. The only way you can be equal with something is if you are the same. Our needs are different. Our desires are different. Our thought processes are different. Our makeup is different. And so I get the equal thing, but I'm more on the side of equity. But back to this television show, I watched this young lady, beautiful young lady, seemed to be really intelligent, seemed to really have, a high self-esteem. It appeared that way. And she just felt like, hey, this is a man that I want to be with, and I don't want him to get away, and I can't imagine my life without him. So I want to go ahead and propose to him and pretty much lock in on him. And I just watched the process. One of the things that came up as a red flag, now she had been dating this gentleman for 2 years, and she had not met anyone in his family. Yeah, that's a red flag. And I'm sure there are other things that, in this little 30 minute to an hour, I don't remember if it was 30 minutes or an hour, but this 30 minute to an hour show so many things that we don't know about that relationship. And I'm not saying that it's an unhealthy relationship, but that was one of the things that came out during the progression of the show, that she had never met any of his family. He had met all of her family, but she had never met any of his family. But I feel like this show is one that is going to shift, even more the roles of men and women. And I just feel like when you have to ask a man, if you've been with a man for 2 years, and I know they had to be in their mid to late 30s, if not early 40s. But if you've been with a man 2 years and he hasn't asked you to marry him, and you feel like you need to do it before he asks you, it's something wrong with that picture. Like, a man knows, and every man that I've talked to, a man knows when he wants to marry you. He knows when he's found the woman that he wants to spend the rest of his life with. And to me, you take some of the excitement and joy of being proposed to, being a bride, all of these things. And the thing about this show, when he proposes, you have to marry them in that same moment. And she went and got the tuxedo. She went and found the rings. She went and asked his family. She did finally meet his sister and his niece, I think it was. But she did meet them. But all of this happened within a 2 or 3 day period where she planned the wedding, met his family, proposed to him, and got married. And to me, it was just I felt sorry for her. And I felt sorry for him as well, because you could just kind of see his face, kind of like, what is this? What is going on? Because he had no clue what was going on. And he ended up saying yes, because I'm sure he didn't want to embarrass her on national TV. But that man, if he really, really loved her, he was planning to propose to her if he really wanted to be with her. But she took that away from him. He didn't get a chance to go ask her dad. Her dad is living. He didn't get to ask her dad for her hand in marriage. He didn't get an opportunity to go shop for rings, the type of ring that she wanted. Him getting down on one knee, or however he chose to do it. To me, she took that. To me, it was like an emasculation of his manhood. You took that, just like a woman dreams of being a bride and being proposed to, a man, when he finds the woman that he wants to be with, it's his dream to be able to propose to her and ask her for her hand in marriage. So I'm on the end of nah when it comes to should women propose to men. To me, it is just not the right way to do things. And of course, it's your choice. If you choose to do that, so be it. But again, you put a man, you take him out of his place, or you remove him out of his role as a true leader. You take a piece of joy from him that he maybe wanted to have, to be able to ask for your hand in marriage. You're taking his last name. He's not taking your last name. You're taking his last name, and you're taking that opportunity for him to go through the processes of you becoming his wife, because you couldn't wait, or you felt the need to jump the gun on this, and I just don't think this is a good practice. The show, to me, I won't watch it again because it makes no sense to me. And women, I believe, are putting themselves in a predicament to be hurt. I'm sure there will be episodes where men will say no, and it could ruin the whole relationship. He could be ready to ask you in the next week or next month, and you go and do this and embarrass him on national TV. And I just think that we as women, we have to be very, very careful when we're dealing with men on stuff like this, because we are taking on a role that I feel like we shouldn't be taking. We should not be taking this role. And again, we wonder why men seem weaker. Men, seem like they're just not, again, taking the leadership and taking the assertive approach towards relationships, because women, sometimes we're trying to wear the pants. If you want to wear the pants in your relationship, so be it. Me, I don't want to wear the pants. Okay? I've been wearing the pants for 46 years. If God blesses me with a husband, and when God blesses me with a husband, I gladly give him the role, the leadership role. Okay? And again, it doesn't make me less of a woman because I want a man to lead my home. That doesn't make you less of a woman. Actually, it makes you a better woman. As the Proverbs 31 woman talks about, she being the adornment of her home, how her husband and her children will rise up and call her blessed. How can she do that if she's always trying to run something and trying to lead something? Sometimes leadership can be kind of sitting back in the cut, all right? And just understanding your role as a woman. It's not being belittled. It's not putting you in a place of being subservient. It's not that. But it's just understanding how you are to submit. And submission, that's a whole nother topic. I'm going to come back and talk about that. Submission is not what the world has set it out to be. The Bible does not make a woman a slave to a man, and all of these things that people have done to make this a slanderous type word. I'm not talking about that type of submission. But choosing to be under the mission of your husband, choosing to do that. All right. And I just had to, this came up and I was like, no, I want to speak on this. And everybody's not going to agree. And if you don't agree, you can put that in the comments. I have no problem with that. But ladies, we have got to do a better job of knowing our value. That was probably my greatest takeaway, besides, us, this young lady not giving this man the opportunity to really, really show his love and prove his love for her, but her not really knowing her value and knowing that this man, if he truly loves her, he will take the step to make him her wife, to make her his wife. And she wasn't secure in that. And I just hate that, because she really seemed like a beautiful person, but I don't know, something is missing. And of course, we're not going to find out everything, but I hope they can move on and be blissful and be happy in their marriage. But I just don't think this is a good move for women to make. Okay. Wait on the man. If he loves you, if he wants to be with you, he's going to propose to you. Okay. But again, for me, I'm not going to wait 2, 3, and 4, 5 years for that. Okay. After 2 years, we haven't figured out that, hey, and I might not wait 2 years. It just depends. It depends. It just depends. Okay. But if we get to a place where, hey, we're not talking about moving to the next level, then maybe I'm not the one. Okay. And maybe I might have to be the one to move on, because 1, I'm not going to propose to you. And 2, I'm not going to wait no 5, 10 years for you to propose to me. Okay. I'm either the one or I ain't. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me for another episode of O to Behold. Again, remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. If you would like to purchase some apparel, a book, be sure to go to my website at otobehold.com. If you're needing some coaching support, reach out to me at the same place, otobehold.com, or at otobehold@gmail.com. And until next time, God bless.